Hey everyone, welcome to MuseThemes.com. This is Ashton. Today we have a newly revamped YouTube Video Gallery Widget 2.0 to talk about, which is really exciting. I've always really enjoyed this widget because it serves as a great solution for those of you that want to host multiple videos on a single page. It's a great time saver, allowing you to pull in your playlists directly from YouTube and not having to place videos on the page one by one. And it saves on web page loading times by only loading the videos one at a time as they're clicked to play instead of all at once. It's also great for those of you that want to provide some back-end control to your clients, as the widget will automatically reflect any changes you make on the playlists without you having to do any website re-uploads. Here on the live demo, we have our new 2.0 version suited for battle, reflecting the Muse Themes YouTube channel currently. We can select up here on the top to view all uploads from this channel, or we can click to view playlists, and we can click to featured, which will load any particular playlist of your choosing that you can specify in the widget, which is really cool. We also have great responsive behavior here. I can scale down the browser, and we'll see everything adjusting smoothly. And when I get down to a mobile size, we can see it's optimized for mobile also. I can also click on any of these videos, and with this default option, an in-frame video player will appear, starting our video, which is awesome. But you can also have this prompt a lightbox pop-up, as well as link externally to YouTube directly, so lots of room to play here. Let's jump over to Muse and take a closer look at some of the specifics here. We're going to visit our library and drag out the widget right onto the page. And all you're going to see is this one large component here, which does reflect the placement of the actual gallery. So we'll go ahead and center this up on the page. There. Now let's take a quick look inside the settings panel. The first thing it'll ask you is for the URL to the YouTube channel that you want featured. Now it comes default with the Muse Themes channel loaded in, so I can just leave that alone for now. But that's the first bit of info you'll want to customize. Secondly, we have this drop down here which specifies which category we'll be viewing first when the widget is loaded into the browser. We have uploads, which is all of the public uploads on the channel organized chronologically. We have featured playlist, which has its own URL here for you to paste any direct link to a playlist on the channel. And then we have all playlists. Let's just go ahead and leave it on uploads for now, and let's give this a browser preview. Nice. Everything loads up nice and quick because, again, the widget isn't having to load and buffer every video right off the bat. So we get our gallery popped right onto the page immediately. We're displaying uploads first as specified in the panel, but we can click over to playlists and featured playlist to display the corresponding content. Now visually it looks slightly different from our live preview earlier, and that's due to a difference in responsive settings. You can see if I shrink down my browser, we still get the responsiveness on the lower breakpoints, but it caps out at a certain width. And that's because our page width is currently locked. So if we pop back into Muse, we can see these inward pointing arrows indicate as such. So we can either click these to point outward and or set the entire widget to be full width. And either way, if we now do another browser preview, we can see the widget is now allowed to continue its horizontal expansion nice and evenly. Now let's jump back into that panel once again and look at the gallery settings. Columns allows you to specify how many columns of videos are displayed on initial load, assuming it's being viewed on a wide enough device. Let's go ahead and increase this to 4 just for the heck of it. Max number of results will limit how many videos are visible on the initial load, prompting the need for the Load More button. And these next 3 fields allow you to fully customize the visible text on the Load More button itself in its stationary position, the Load More button while it's actually loading, and the Load More button once all videos have already been loaded. So simply type in your desired text here and you're good to go. Video playback location. We have lightbox, external link, and within widget frame. The latter being what we saw in the original live demo. A video player space will appear at the top of the gallery when a video is selected. But let's give the lightbox a try so we can see the difference. And the external link does just like it sounds, by taking you directly to the video on the actual YouTube website. Autoplay video, you can select yes if you want the video to play right away once clicked in the gallery. And disable header allows you to remove the header bar displaying the channel name and subscribe button, Let's go ahead and disable that for now, just to experiment. And really quick before we preview, let's look into gallery styling. Pretty self-explanatory here. You can select the background color of the header, assuming it's enabled, as well as the text font, weight, size, and color for the name of the channel in your header. I'm going to go ahead and leave all these alone for now. So let's give this another preview. So quite a bit different. We now have our 4 columns, and due to our full width setting, we have the gallery stretching the entire browser width, with the thumbnails sized up accordingly. Our header is now disabled, and if we click any of these thumbnails, we now get a video displaying in a pop-up light box, which is great. So we hope you enjoy this new version of this great widget. It's something I definitely use often in my personal projects, so I really think you all will find it useful. And of course, if you run into any issues at all, don't hesitate to reach out to us in support. Thanks again.